Tons of questions coming up, you guys. All right, let's go. Can you help me with acne? Let's go. Okay, so there is a war zone of the acne past. Medical research and science has totally screwed up the acne thing so bad for so many people for so many years. I'm saying this because there is a war zone where people were literally saturated with doxy to get rid of it, try to get rid of their acne. Back in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and 80s, the doctors just slammed antibiotics down the throats of teenagers and young adults to get rid of their acne, and they literally pulverized their immune systems, their livers, their kidneys. This was the acne disaster of all time in the history of medicine, and that's what occurred in the past. Nobody talks about it. It's like it never even happened. You know how people are into conspiracies big time, especially right now. Everybody's freaking out about every conspiracy possible that they can even come up with. This is one right here. This is one right here with the acne. There's a graveyard of people because of being mishandled with acne back in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. Really sad. Because A, medical research science didn't know what was the problem. B is they handled it by bombarding acne patients with the worst crap and drugs. They're just terrible stuff. Causing all this problem with their acne. Breaking down their immune system and beating them down. A lot of people lost their lives. Similar to Lyme disease and the Lyme disease saga. And history of Lyme disease. Okay? But acne is bacterial. Yes, it is bacterial, but it's bacterial from the strep family. And get this, okay? When medical research and science wants to someday concede to medical medium information on this and someday come out and be like, yep, it's bacteria, but it's E. coli. That's what they're going to do. They're going to purposely flip the bacteria to E. coli because they don't want to make it look like they took another piece of medical medium's information of what was really responsible for acne all these decades and decades and decades. So they're going to flip it and they're going to say it is E. coli that's now responsible for every woman's acne and so forth. That's what they're going to do down the road. But it's strep. That's what it is. Same strep that causes strep throat in everybody, well, you're going to have acne. Same strep that causes UTIs, but you're going to have acne. You're going to have it randomly, periodically. It's going to come and go. You're going to be one of those people that has acne. If you had strep throat in the past, you didn't have acne yet, you're going to get it later. Your strep is going to say, oop, we just found our way to your lymphatic system. Oop, we just found a way into your system here. Now we're up here and into the derma, and now we're going to explode into all these pimples. That's what's going to happen. Unless you're keeping your immune system strong. Right there, immune cells. You're keeping your immune cells strong. And you're doing what you need to do to break down that strep. Keep your immune system eating up that strep. Killing off that strep with different tools, medical medium tools. I talk about strep in medical medium books. Cleanse to Heal, Liver Rescue. And the reason why some acne can be very stubborn is because you have a antibiotic-resistant strep. Different strains of strep. They have different power. They have different strength. They have different abilities to evade your immune system. They have abilities to actually push away from the drugs and laugh in the drugs' faces. There's different varieties and strains of strep that can laugh in the face of an antibiotic. Yes, there is. But that's why you got to hit them hard with things that they don't know, that strep doesn't know about. You got to look at the protocols, medical medium protocols. Clean up your strep. Clean up your acne. Because, conjunctivitis, sinusitis, UTIs, bladder infections, kidney infections, yeast infections, conjunctivitis. Did I say that already? Either way, strep, sore throats, random sore throats, mysterious sore throats, strep. You want to clean it up. You clean it up and your acne will go away. Over time, if it's a real stubborn one, and that's another thing too. You can pick up another strep real easily. Just go on the dating scene. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. And make sure whoever you're dating, you're really invested. because once you start sharing bugs, you're sharing bugs. And once you start sharing bugs, then, you're invested. So, I'm just saying that one of the things with strep is you can go and pick up another strep, but don't worry about it because you can end up picking up a strep on the handle of a cart in the grocery store because people don't like wipe their ass properly. And what happens is they literally are practically just using their hands to wipe their ass. They'll use a sheet. I'm going to get like a roll of toilet paper out here one day and just basically demo what's going on with people out there and why bugs are spreading left and right. So what happens is people just use like one sheet. How do you use one sheet? I've been saying this for years. How do you use 3 sheets? You can't use 4 sheets. If a man, like just went to the bathroom, just eliminated, right? And his diet's everything from like nachos to whatever, burgers and sushi and chicken, fried chicken, whatever the heck they're eating, whatever it is, pizza. And they use 4 sheets, 5 sheets of toilet paper to wipe their ass. Their hand went through that toilet paper. They're wiping their ass with their own hand. And washing it like this doesn't do it. Next thing you know, they're out there, they're in the cart, they got the cart pushing the carriage around. You got all of that strep and everything else all on the handle. You can get strep really easily at the grocery store. So you're getting your food and you're getting 2 varieties of strep with your food. I'm going to go pick up some tomatoes, go pick up some chicken. That's what people will do, right? I don't eat chicken, by the way. Go pick up some chicken and I'll go pick up 2 varieties of strep. Bring some handy wipes. I'll wipe that carriage handle down. And anybody who's complaining about it and think you're being a wuss because you're wiping the handle down, just laugh it off. Don't take it seriously, whatever you do. Antibiotic-resistant strep, stubborn, so you got to be on it with the right foods, and you got to keep foods away from it. Let's talk about what strep loves. So we're talking about acne, but we're not just talking about acne, UTIs. There's people out there, you see it right now, like everybody's trying to sell something, so you'll see something like some kind of ad because there's like $10 billion behind some new company, and they'll be like, somebody will come out and be like, I got rid of my UTIs. I was suffering with stubborn UTIs and I got rid of it. Sure. Because all you got to do is bring in a little bit of milk and in a year you're going to have your UTI back. If you were even serious. All you need is just a little bit of dairy. All you need is some eggs on a regular basis. And no matter what magic trick you use to get rid of your UTI temporarily, you eat eggs, you're getting your UTI back. You're getting that strep, that resistant strep back, because it sticks around and it doesn't get killed off easy. So all that cheese and the butter and the dairy products and even the gluten, you're going to feed that strep and it's going to turn into a UTI again. So I don't buy it. I'm not buying it. Plus I got spirit of compassion to tell me, chicken doesn't feed your strep really. That's not what it does. But what it does is that if you have a roasted chicken, you're putting so much fat in your bloodstream at once, just like if you have pork, just like if you have anything like that. You have so much saturated fat in your bloodstream that your immune system goes down a notch. It kicks down a notch. And when your immune system kicks down a notch, your strep goes up a notch. You see how it works? So it's not like, some fried chicken or a roasted chicken is like the worst thing in the world. That's not what it is, if that's what you like. It's just that if you're somebody with acne, you probably don't want to be eating a roasted chicken or chicken breast. The fat in there, there's a lot of fat in there, and that fat lowers the immune system. It clogs up everything. It lowers the immune system, and then your strep rises up. So it's really easy to get your strep back if you're not taking care of yourself properly. All right, so we're talking about strep. You got to use a protocol. You got to knock it back. You got to stay on it. You got to kill it. You need to knock that strep back. Dairy products, milk, really bad with strep, really bad for UTIs, terrible for UTIs, really bad for acne. If you never want your acne to leave, like be gone, keep on drinking milk and eating eggs and stuff, and you don't want to. All right, so you got to stay consistent, learn the info, learn the information. Let's see, let's get a book out, okay? This is Liver Rescue right here.